It's time for the major news on The Bridge 99 FM.
The headlines: Dispute over toll rate increase. MOF defends government assistance with high cost of living. MOH meets PAHO target on cervical cancer. In regional news, airline crew in St. Lucia confirms case of monkeypox. And in international news, OAS report indicates food insecurity in the Caribbean. And in sports, under 20 reggae boys set to qualify for Youth World Cup. And Blessing Okabari doping ban extended. In entertainment, Canadian rapper Drake scores 11th Billboard #1 album. Bridge Nation, I am Lafayne Wigan, and now the details. We begin with local news. Opposition is mounting against the plan to increase Highway 2000 toll rates scheduled to take effect July 2. The National Consumers League and commuters say a rate increase cannot be justified at this time. A notice published last week by the Minister of Transport said an application has been received for toll increases for the east-west leg of Highway 2000. The toll operator is seeking increases ranging between 9.09% for the Vineyards Toll Plaza and 26.67% for the Maypen Toll Plaza. The toll authority says the two operators of Highway 2000 are not in a position to delay the increase in toll rates. The National Consumer League wants the toll adjustment put on hold for 2 years, while the parliamentary opposition has called for a delay for several months as the country is still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the Toll Authority of Jamaica outlined the operators of the highway had delayed the increase, which was granted in 2020. According to the Toll Authority, the operators were not compensated for the losses from that delayed increase. The authority says several factors, including the exchange rate, were considered before the toll increase application was submitted. And Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark is insisting that the government has been trying to reduce the rising cost of living, but it is constrained by the need to maintain a stable economy. High prices have been blamed on the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war. Dr. Clark says there have been interventions through various programs targeting the most vulnerable. The latest program is the We Care Energy Copay, where the government pays a portion of the electricity costs for some Jamaicans over 4 months. However, Dr. Clark says the cost of the intervention is putting a strain on the budget. It is costing the government over $700 million per month. He argued that the Russian invasion of Ukraine as well as a blockade on grain coming from the Black Sea have caused the prices to skyrocket. He, however, noted that Jamaica is doing well under the circumstances. And Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie, says Jamaica has made significant progress towards meeting the targets in the Pan American Health Organization PAHO Plan of Action for Cervical Cancer Prevention and Control. Dr. Bisesa McKenzie highlighted the progress made in the development of a national plan for cervical cancer, which includes guidelines for cervical cancer screening for persons between 21 to 64 years. She noted that implementation of the guidelines has already commenced in one parish through the Health System Strengthening Project for the Prevention and Control of Non-Communicable Diseases, NCDs. Dr. Bisesa McKenzie said that Jamaica has also increased public awareness and education on cervical cancer prevention and control. She noted that 2 radiotherapy treatment centers have been established and access to essential medication that are provided free of cost to public sector clients through the National Health Fund has also increased. And in regional news, a crew member on a flight to St. Lucia recently tested positive for monkeypox, forcing health authorities to increase surveillance for the virus. However, according to officials, the individual did not disembark from the aircraft when it arrived. A statement issued by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs in St. Lucia disclosed that the Epidemiology Department was alerted to the situation by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. The ministry added that with a significant increase in the number of cases of monkeypox confirmed globally in recent weeks, St. Lucia has strengthened its capacity to manage individuals who are either suspected or confirmed cases. And finally, in international news, a new report by the Organization of American States, OAS, outlines that a significant number of nationals in Latin America and the Caribbean are experiencing moderate or severe food insecurity. The OAS report stated that 41% of people in the region were moderately or severely food insecure, while 14% experienced extreme food insecurity. Food insecurity is defined as having no food or going a day or more without eating. The report combines information from 16 countries on policies and programs to ensure food security in the region and identifies priority lines of action on this issue. It's now time for sports and entertainment news with Vaughn.
Hey Bridge Nation, I am Vaughn Thorpe with your sports and entertainment news 360. Jamaica's under-20 Reggae Boys are one win away from booking a place to the 2023 FIFA Youth World Cup in Indonesia. The Jamaicans strengthened their case to secure a spot to the FIFA Youth World Cup after a 2-1 win over Haiti on Saturday, June 25 in the FIFA World Under-20 Championships round of 16 in Honduras. Jamaica will face the Dominican Republic in the quarterfinals tomorrow, June 29. Meanwhile, the four semi-finalists in the FIFA World Under-20 Championships will secure a place at the Under-20 World Cup in 2023 and will be finalists at the 2024 Paris Summer Olympic Games. And the Athletics Integrity Unit, AIU, has announced that Nigerian sprinter Blessing Okabari's doping ban has been extended by 1 year for additional doping violations. Okabari, who was suspended during the Tokyo Olympics last year for failing a drug test, was initially slapped with a 10-year suspension in February for multiple breaches of anti-doping rules. However, the AIU has indicated that Okabari's suspension was extended due to evading of sample collection and tampering or attempted tampering with the doping control process. As a result of Okabari's additional ban, Nigeria has lost its potential qualification place in the women's 4x1 meters relay at the Eugene 2022 World Athletics Championships scheduled for July 15 to 24. And in entertainment news, Canadian rapper Drake has scored his 11th Billboard #1 album with the release of Honestly Nevermind. The surprise release, which debuted on June 17, was genre-bending for the hip-hop star as it contained mostly house music. The Canadian export is the fifth act with more than 10 #1 albums on the Billboard 200 since weekly publication of the chart began in 1956. He joins the Beatles, who have a record 19 #1 singles, Jay-Z, who has 14, and Bruce Springsteen and Barbra Streisand, who each have 11. And that's the sports and entertainment news 360. Back to you, LaFane.
Thanks, Vaughn, and that was the Bridge 99 FM and Ari Jam Radio News Package. News 360, the facts you need. Catch us at 5 p.m. for another News 360. You can also download the Bridge 99 FM app in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store for all the latest happenings on the Bridge. I'm LaFane Wiggin. Have a great day.
And those are the stories making it in Bridge 99 FM's major news package right here on the Bridge 99 FM.